Oh, Cedar Crest Chargers, this is Mr. Wallace. Hello. It is 2:23 in the afternoon. And I've done this video twice now, and I've erased it both times, and I'm so glad I did. I was making this way harder than it needs to be. This is a simple situation where we have equations with variables on both sides, and that just happens to be our fractional coefficients, 4/7 times n and -2/7 times m. And so this is actually pretty simple, okay? I've made it, you're not going to see the other videos, but I've made this way much more complex than it had to be. So this is actually a lot simpler, this video right here. I have to laugh at myself because I'm like, duh, why am I making it so difficult? Look, we have variables on both sides. We want to fix it so we have variables on one side. And so I'm going to choose to get rid of or cancel out -2/7 m. And that's pretty, and the reason that this makes this easy is the denominators match up. We have common denominators, don't we? Right? So that's going to work out really great. I'm going to do that. Now the opposite of -2/7 m, the inverse of that would be +2/7 m. And I'm going to add 2/7 m to the 4/7 m. And so so this is gone, okay? This is gone. That's canceled out. And what we have left over is we have 18, right? Drop that down. We have an equal sign. And then we just have to clean this up. So because we have a common denominator, pretty simple. 2 and 4 make 6, right? 2/7 and 4/7 make 6/7 m. Okay, so I'm going to actually create some more room. 6/7 m equals 18. And you might be looking at this and going, well, gosh, I'm not sure what to do with this. Relax. I know that when you see fractions, you freak out and you're like, I can't do fractions. I've been teaching math for over 20 years, and still to this day, half of my class just freaks out when it comes to fractions. Relax. This is actually pretty simple. What is the 6/7 doing to the m? We want to isolate m, right? We want m all by itself, and the problem is that we have 6/7 that's multiplying the m. And so you might say, oh yeah, well, Mr. Wallace has taught us that the inverse of multiplying by 6/7 is dividing by 6/7. Yes, but no. Yes and no. Let me show you a cool trick when you get to this stage. I don't know if you guys know, but maybe you do, but if you take any fraction and multiply it by its reciprocal, 2/1 is the reciprocal to 1/2, you always get 1, right? 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, 2/2 is 1. I'll show you with another fraction, okay? Let's go 3/10, right? We'll multiply it by its reciprocal, which is 10/3. And when you multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, you get 30/30, and any number over itself is 1. Well, if we want m or 1m, let's do that to the 6/7. Let's multiply 6/7 times its reciprocal. Let's multiply it by 7/6, and we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to multiply 18 times 7/6. Now, okay? All right, what happens over here is this becomes 42/42m. In other words, it becomes 1m. That's what we want with one cool move. Multiply by the reciprocal, baby, right? Now, on the right-hand side, we have 18, a whole number, times a fraction. Now, the way that we can make this a lot simpler is to make the 18 a fraction as well, right? And then the rule is that we just multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. I'm going to need some help with a calculator. I know my bottom number is going to be 6. 7 times 18, I could do that in my head, but I'm going to bet that most of you, 18 times 7, are going to want to use your calculator. That's 126. 126/6, right? So m is 126/6. And some of you might be saying, oh, okay, we're done. Let's simplify it. Anytime you can simplify it, do so. That's kind of the general rule. And 126 over 6 means 126 divided by 6. And since we already have that in our calculator, we hit divided by 6, and we get 21. M equals 21. Look at that. Yep, we had variables on both sides. It just so happened that the denominators were 7 and 7, so this made it really easy. We added 2 7s both sides. We ended up with 6 7s m equals 18, right? Okay, the trick we learned is to, instead of dividing by 6 7ths, the same move can be accomplished by multiplying by its reciprocal. And as a matter of fact, that always works. Instead of dividing by a fraction, multiply it by its, like I say, its flip-flop or its reciprocal. All right, Chargers? Peace!